All right. Tips to how to begin reading if you don't like reading. Growing up, I never liked reading at all, and I was forced to do it by my parents for 15 minutes a day. But I did everything in my power as an 8 year old to uh, avoid reading those 15 minutes a day. Now that I am not 8 years old anymore, I would say I actually enjoyed reading a lot, and I read every single day. Um, yes, so best tips I would say to begin reading is find good books. That might be hard as a beginner reader who hasn't read any books before, or very few, and might only have been books you had to read because of school. So a good tip is to go on and find a New York Times bestseller list and then just read some of those books because they are bestsellers for a reason. Um, some of the books I've enjoyed reading the most have been New York Times bestseller. There's a lot of Not Giving a Fuck, Atomic Habits, Contagious, and also David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. I also really enjoyed, which is also what to call it, a New York Times bestseller, but I don't have it in my possession right now, so I can't show you on video. Another tip is if you pick up a book, you say you really want to learn something about social skills, and you see a book on social skills like this, Read People Like a Book, and you begin reading and you really hate reading it, just stop reading it. I read this like halfway through and then quit because I thought it was very boring. This was also a book I should have quit reading. It took some time to get through it, a long time to get through it, because I thought it was very boring. I did read it completely through because I did a challenge that was to read 20 books in 20 days, and that was one of my books I had to read. So I did it anyways. If I had just picked it up and wanted to read it, and thought it was boring, I would just have stopped reading it and finding a new book, like this one maybe, instead. All right. Third tip is don't be caught up in having to, in the idea of having to only read self-improvement, business, I don't know. You can also read fiction books. I enjoy reading fiction books. I've read this Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express and Tolkien's The Hobbit. Right now, I'm reading this Stephen Fry's Mythos, which is about Greek mythology, which I also enjoy reading. Find good books to read. Stop reading books if you don't enjoy reading them, and don't get hung up on the genre of the book